ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभा तीर्थ गोस्वामिने नमः। पतित पावन परम करुणामय परमाराध्यतम श्रील गुरुदेव नित्यलीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद श्रील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी के श्रीपाद पद्म में असंख्य कोट साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनकी अहेतु की कृपा प्रार्थना करता हूँ। परमाराध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यलीला प्रविष्ट श्री श्रीमद भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज जी एवं शिल भक्त निकेतन तुर्याश्रमी गोस्वामी महाराज जी के श्रीपाद पद्म में असंख्य कोट साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनकी अहेतु की कृपा प्रार्थना करता हूँ। By the mercy of most revered Srila Gurudev, we have been discussing about the transcendental glories of the holy name. Here, yesterday, we tried to understand that the effect of the holy name is so powerful. Holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, acts as a potential medicine and helps the person come out of these worldly afflictions, and also helps the person to relish the transcendental divine love. And of the holy name is so powerful that it even helps the person, it even enriches the person who has given it and who has taken it. Also the holy name, what it does, even it was stolen. Holy name can't be, it's not a substance which can be stolen. But to understand, if even it is stolen, then also the person who stole it and both of them from whom it was stolen, both of them, they become even more rich. That is the speciality of this holy name. In short, in a nutshell, it is to be understood that holy name which is taken in any form only enriches the person. The holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare is totally divine, and what it does makes its manifestation on the lips of his pure devotees. So it doesn't manifest anywhere. The whole world may recite this holy name, but it will be just a name. It won't be holy, it won't be divine unless it is coming out from the lotus lips of a pure devotee. So holy name has to descend from the lips of a pure devotee. When the pure devotee is uttering the name, the holy name is installed, means the Lord descends onto the holy name and manifests. He enters into the holy name and manifests from the from the tongue of the pure devotee. That is the speciality. In our present fallen state, all our senses except the ears have not got any access to the name. In this present fallen state means the world is in a fallen state, fallen condition right now. Fallen in the sense, we have been discussing about this for last couple of days, that fallen in culture, fallen in values, ethics, education on different levels. Now the world has fallen. We can't just point to one particular nation. The whole world is right now fallen. The mentality of snatching has become so strong today. So people try to snatch from others. They try to rob others. Instead of having the desire to give, now the inclination has increased in robbing the people. So that's why everything we can see completely in the name of character, people are fallen. There is no character, there is no standards of living, nothing. For money, people are ready to do anything. They are ready to do anything. So in this fallen condition, all our senses are completely useless. They are becoming useless. Only senses which can have access to the name is ears. So that's why what is prescribed for us, the actual reception which is prescribed for us is to hear, because only ears can hear. In earlier days, the one who has control on his senses, he is capable of making all his senses act according to his own desire. That's a kind of perfection which people had attained. Now, what happens is, each of our senses, they can only act whatever is meant for them, and that too people are so conditioned that is also not happening these days, because they don't have control on their senses. So whatever it is, the person has no desire to chant the holy name, but ears, you don't need to do anything. Naturally the sound that goes into the ears. So whether you desire or you don't desire, if the holy name is being recited or chanted, then naturally it enters into the ears. That's why it is said this actual so what is prescribed for us? Oral reception, sorry, not actual reception, oral reception is the first course that is prescribed for us. So what happens here? Those who attentively hear the divine name from the lips of a true devotee. We can't say that people are not listening to the holy name, they are listening. In this world, there are people, they are definitely listening to the names of the Lord. So we can see so many people singing on the streets, in different temples and so many other places. So people are singing the holy name, but it's not considered as the pure name of the Lord. The main reason for this is they don't have firm faith in the holy name. They don't have faith in the holy name. They don't trust the holy name. They don't surrender to the holy name, and they don't depend on the holy name. They are like platform speakers and they are like stage singers. So there are so many people, those who keep on singing the names of the Lord without even caring, without even understanding, or without even feeling the holy name. So when such a person who sings the name of the Lord, who serves the Lord, who worships the Lord with some other ulterior motive, such persons, ultimately they are not considered as true devotees. All day that person lives in the temple and he chants the name all day. And tomorrow, the moment he leaves the temple, he will find some other option for him. For us, living in the temple is only to maintain his livelihood, nothing more than this. Why you are in the temple? Only to maintain his livelihood. So he is uttering the names of the Lord is also to, to feed himself, but not with the desire, not with the mood of attainment of Godhead. There are so many such people. So they are not considered as true devotees. So there are many other kinds of devotees, those who are considered as true devotees. Wherever they are, they live for the God, they die for the God, they do everything for the pleasure of the God. So they chant the holy name only for the pleasure of the God, not to attract masses and to show them that actually I am capable or I am a devotee, all those things. Say when we hear Harinam from such great elevated personalities, most revered Srila Guru Maharaj one time showing me to one devotee, and then he is saying how many people identify him. He is asking me how many people identify him, because he is unable to speak Hindi, is unable to speak English. So, and also he is a very senior devotee, and because he can't speak other languages, that's why he doesn't have access to the other world, the world which is more strong in the media and all other things. That's why not many people could understand him. And because he is not a kind of person who goes out for preaching, so not many people could understand him. So Srila Guru Maharaj was saying this. How many people identify him? There are so many Vaishnavas like this. In the Vaishnava world, hardly anyone identifies them. Hardly anyone identifies them. Their qualities, their devotion, their ability and their level of service, everything. Who is identified? The one who is glorified, only he is identified. The one who is popular, the one who is well known to the world, only they are identified and they are glorified. That's why there are so many people coming up these days, more and more busy in gathering the masses instead of caring for the glory of the holy name and the parampara. We can see so many such people coming up these days. They hardly care for the glory of parampara and the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or the glories of the holy name. They are busy in gathering masses. If you have more people following you, then naturally you are a big man. So that's why there are so many great acharyas who have not travelled outside India, who did not preach online, and the technology was not so advanced that time in a way. So they could not convey the message in broader way. But they have really conveyed the message in a broad way through their own conduct and through their own sadhana. But conditioned souls, they don't have that capacity that they can understand or identify such personalities. Why? Because they are so conditioned. Like that. So Guru Maharaj says this. That's why we should not always go behind these things. We have to sincerely approach. We have to sincerely approach, and we have to humbly bow down in front of Guru Vaishnavas. Whenever we bow down, we always get, we will not lose anything. The person who surrenders only be benefited. The person who offers obeisances is only benefited. There is no such thing that the person will lose. It is said, when a person offers pranams to some elderly personalities, revered personalities, great personalities, what they are getting? Good health, and then beauty, and also knowledge, and then glory. And a person who offends all these great personalities will naturally lose all these things. So that's why we should learn to bow down. We don't know Vaishnava Chinite Nare Dever Shakti. How we identify Vaishnava, how we identify devotee. This is one of the most essential thing which we have to understand. Respect everyone, respect all the Vaishnavas, respect the community. We should have great respect towards everyone. In this material world, in this most fallen world, a person who is willing to chant, at least he should also be considered as a pure devotee, as a good devotee, at least some level of devotee, and respect him. These people, those who started their journey today, they are the ones one day who will be sincere devotees, and they may be Uttam Bhagavats also. That's why Devkinandan Thakur in his Kirtan, he says, Hoyachen hoiven Prabhur yat das, one who are already the servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the one who are going to be the servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after some time maybe. I bow down in the lotus feet of each and every one. Each and every one I bow down, bas, and seek their blessings. So we have to do this. We have to listen to the holy name coming out from the lips of a pure devotee. So we never know who is pure devotee and who is not, who is hiding, who is revealing. We should sincerely try to approach the devotees. Whoever is pure among them, we will also receive their blessings one fine day. Because of our sincerity, the Lord will send the right person in our life. Today, why we just jump here and there for association? Why our mind is not stable, not constant, not fixed? The main reason is, the biggest reason behind this is because of this instability is because we never aspired for sincere association. We never aspired for the true association. We only associate with those people and try to understand everything to whom our mind says is proper and genuine. Mind is so stupid that it can see the wrong thing as right thing and right thing as the wrong thing. And then when a pure devotee is chanting the holy name, because of our offensive nature, we may offend and we may not like to listen to the holy name chanted by the pure devotee. And ultimately, we are the losers. Ultimately, we will lose everything. That's why we have to understand. We have imperfect senses, and the mind which is trying to control these senses is also imperfect. Ultimately, everything around us is imperfect in this material world. In this imperfect state of mind and senses, how we identify a true devotee? That's why we have to understand that everyone is a true devotee, whether the person is a devotee or not. We have to understand that everyone is true devotee, and sincerely, not like blind following. We have to approach very sincerely, understanding everyone as the true devotee, good Vaishnava. When we sincerely approach them, then the Lord is watching. Then the Lord will give us the right association. Then the Lord will take us to the right place, by whose mercy we will attain all the perfections. Because the world may cheat you, but the Lord is not going to cheat you. He is always there to look after. He is always there to take care of his jivas. Like that. And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, anyhow, he says, Uttame kaniste adar madhyame pranati uttame shushrusha jani. But in all the three cases, what we have to do is to constantly listen to their harikatha, listen to their kirtans, and try to follow their teachings. I remember one time one devotee came to Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj asking if there is no Uttam Bhagavat, what to do? If there is no Uttam Vaishnava, to whom to associate? Srila Maharaj said, whoever Vaishnava is there, you just associate, but always have the desire. First of all, how you know that who is Uttam and who is Kanishta? But still, if you can understand, identify, and then what you do is you associate with them. Slowly, slowly, if you are sincerely associating, then the Lord will definitely bestow you with the right guidance, right direction. And then there won't be any misguiding or misleading. Unless our heart is not cleansed, not purified, unless we elevate to the certain level, how can we identify who is Vaishnava? And if we don't identify Vaishnava, whatever association we are doing, how we will be able to attentively listen to the holy name chanted by that personality? Not possible. So that's why sincerely, humble prayer is very important. A very humble approach in the lotus feet of the Lord, that, O Lord, please be merciful. Please bestow me the right association. Please help me so that I can get right association by which I can realize and understand the importance of this human form of life, importance of devotional service, importance of the chanting of holy name, importance of attaining the ultimate goal of life, the transcendental divine love in the lotus feet of the divine couple. So anyhow, what it is said, those who attentively hear the divine name from the lips of a true devotee with the spirit of submissiveness This is also very important. If we hear the holy name with a challenging mood, if we hear the holy name with an faithless mood, there is no faith, it's okay, kind of thing. Something is happening, I am helping the person in preaching, all these kinds of ideas. He is neophyte, he doesn't know much. All these kind of ideas clearly indicates that this person himself has never associated with Guru Vaishnavas. If a person has ever associated with Guru Vaishnavas, then whether a person is lower than him, then also he will always have great respect and regard for the person. I remember we were like very small in front of Srila Gurudev, in front of Srila Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, in front of Srila Turyashrami Goswami Maharaj. But whenever we were going and offering pranams to Gurudev, he would always fold his hands like this. Gurudev was always folding his hands like this. Means in the reciprocation he is also giving a kind of pranams only. Why? We are insignificant. But they see the soul, they see that spark which is inside the body. And the desire of that spark and the desire of the soul, that this person with this desire has approached Guru Vaishnavas and trying to be in them. Today he is conditioned. He is in a conditioned state. That doesn't mean that he is not the devotee of the Lord. Their vision is totally different. That's why they give their association. They know because they are on the higher platform. So that's why they know. They give their association, they help the soul, they help the person and elevate him up and bring him to the higher position. That is also their way of serving the jiva. That is also a way of serving jiva. It's not being merciful on the jiva. They believe that only the Lord is merciful. But by helping the jiva come out of his fallen condition and also seeing that Supreme Personality residing in the heart of the jiva, they even pay pranams, they even respect them and then help them to understand their real position and serve them in this way. Like that. You are conditioned soul, get out from here. Such kind of mentality won't be there in pure devotees. Such kind of mentality won't be there in pure devotees. They are not that category people. Srila Bhakti Bharati Goswami Maharaj also, I have seen him in this way. And Srila Bhakti Turyashrami Goswami Maharaj also. He never considered anyone as insignificant. Anyone who goes to him, he would never ever consider them as insignificant or worthless or useless, and so they have come to receive my blessings, okay, I will bless them. Such mentality was never seen. In fact, Srila Bhakti Bharati Goswami Maharaj once told me that I am worthless. He told me like this, that actually I am worthless. So, it's not possible for anyone to buy me because I am worthless. Who will buy the worthless? He says everyone is perfect, everyone is Vaishnava, but I am worthless person. This kind of humility, and it's not something like he just saying from the lips, it is the natural humility. And whoever is such a personality of that level, they all naturally have this humility within their heart. That's why they see everyone as Vaishnava. And they see themselves as a useless person. Most revered Srila Guru Maharaj would often say this, everyone is right, only I am wrong. Always have this understanding. Why everyone is right? Because they all are devotees. Vaishnavas are always right. Because they are right and their vision is on that level. So when we also don't try to see other person as a devotee, then how would we have our heart become softened? Our heart will not be soft. When our heart becomes like a rock solid, then who is the loser? We are the losers. Srila Turyashrami Maharaj, I told him, please bless the devotees. He says, H.I. Gosai jar mui tar das. Whoever believes that all these 6 Goswamis are mine, I belong to 6 Goswamis and they belong to me. Mui tar das, I am their servant. If you are the followers of Shad Goswami, then Srila Maharaj says, I am your servant. Tasavara padarenu mora panchagras. The foodest of all those people, those who have faith in Shad Goswami, is my real food. Like that, Srila Maharaj was blessing the people. So that's why what we have to do, we should have this submissive nature and also honest inquiry. Honest inquiry to know more about Godhead. Honest inquiry means you should have faith in the person with whom you are asking. You already make up your mind that this fellow, maybe he is Kanistha, or maybe this fellow he is not realized, or maybe this fellow he is in the bhav or something like this, like that. All these things are not going to help. Don't keep anything in the mind, whether the person is Uttam, Kanishta, Madhyam, whatever it is. At least understand him as a Vaishnava. And also understand that whatever he is speaking, that is coming down from the parampara, from the preceptorial channel. And then take whatever is useful for you from that content, and then try to apply it on your bhajan and then chant the holy name. Slowly, slowly your heart will be purified, and also you will get the chance to identify a true Vaishnava. It's not so easy to identify a true Vaishnava without any association. And in the name of association, we only make offense by being judgmental towards the devotees. That's totally wrong. Wrong conception. Fallen conception. Like that. Vaishnavas are very intelligent. They are not fools. They are intelligent people. They are very clever. That's why they don't reveal themselves so easily. Okay, you have come to me, okay, I shall reveal myself to you. Vaishnavas, they only reveal themselves to those people, those who are sincerely surrendered. Sharanagati is very important. So Vaishnava, they reveals themselves only in the case when they see that they are sincerely surrendered. If a person is sincerely surrendered, then only he is qualified to receive the mercy from the pure devotees. If a person is not sincere, definitely he is not going to receive any mercy from anyone. What to talk of receiving mercy from the pure devotee? Just by making some silly offerings, we may think that we can attract Vaishnava. That is not possible. Attracting the Vaishnava means attracting his heart. His heart is attracted when the Vaishnava sees that this person is very sincere in his approach. Then the Vaishnava becomes merciful. naturally they become merciful. When the Vaishnavas are merciful, Lord has to be merciful. That's why it is said in our Kirtan, Vaishnaver Avedane Krishna Dayamoy. Vaishnaver Avedane. If the Vaishnav really cares for you, if the Vaishnav can ever think for you and pray for you, Lord immediately becomes merciful. But with our rotten brains, we judge the Vaishnav and then we offend the Vaishnav. Then Vaishnav may not care for it, but Krishna definitely cares. And then instead of gaining, we only lose. Instead of gaining something, we only lose. Ultimately, we lose everything from our life. What is the use? We have got this rare human form of life, and also that too very healthy life, and also one of the most wonderful association. Such a great acharyas as our spiritual masters, we got them. And also we got the most wonderful parampara coming in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everything we got perfect because of our arrogant, idiotic attitude. We start to commit offenses against the Vaishnavas, thinking that being judgmental towards them about their levels of sadhana. We never know who chanted how many rounds and who is sincere. Anyone can be sincere. We never know. So those who are chanting the holy name, we should have great respect for them and try to follow what they are advising sincerely, not blindly. Blind following only put the person into sufferings. So we should have sincere following. When we are sincerely following, maybe the person whom we are associating may not be the right person. But because we are sincerely following, Krishna will send the right person in our life. And with the help of that person, we will progress in our devotional life. And finally, we will reach the abode of the Lord. Like that. I repeat, I am not advising anyone to follow blindly. Following blindly is not correct. Following should be sincerely. We have to follow sincerely. Sincere approach should be there. When we approach sincerely, then the results which come, the results which will appear will be the best results. So finally, what it is said, when we listen from the lips of a pure devotee with submissiveness and honest inquiry. Honest inquiry about what? About who am I? Why I am being suffering in this world? Why these sufferings are inevitable? Why I am unable to avoid them? Why I am unable to escape from these sufferings? These kind of inquiry should be there. What is my relation with the Supreme Lord? How can I serve Him? How can I get Him? These should be the questions, inquiry that should come from within. And also we have to have this submissiveness. We can't be arrogant. We can't show our attitude. In fact, we have to be very humble than the blade of a grass. And then with the submissive mood, like a student, it's a natural thing. Like a student in the school shows his arrogance in front of the teacher and thinks that he will be taught and he will also understand everything taught by the teacher. That's an impossible task. An arrogant student can never learn anything in his life. That's so simple. In the same way, an arrogant disciple, an arrogant follower can also never get anything from Sri Guru or the pure devotees and the pure devotees. So we should always have a humble approach. And what it is said, for what? To know more and more about Godhead. If we want to know more about Krishna, or if we want to know at least something about the Lord, we should make sure that we are sincerely approaching. We are sincerely approaching the pure devotees. So, who is this? What is this Godhead? Who is the Lord? It is said that the Godhead is the only independent truth, and after offering them sincere and loving services, are alone eligible to realize the true nature of the divine name. So what it is said, the Lord and the holy name and his beloved devotees are the independent truth. So when we get the chance to serve them, and when we sincerely serve them with loving service attitude, then only we will be able to realize the true nature of the holy name, true nature of this divine name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If not, it is not possible. By mechanical process, no one can understand the meaning, no one can understand the depth of the holy name. It is only possible to those who are sincerely trying to serve the pure devotees of the Lord. The divine name does not manifest itself to those who do not serve the Supreme Lord. If you don't want to serve the Supreme Lord, the holy name is not going to manifest. And unless the holy name manifests, you will not have any desire to serve the Supreme Lord. To serve the Supreme Lord, you should have the desire to chant the holy name, and to chant the holy name, you should have the desire to serve the Supreme Lord. Both are vice versa. But starts from the holy name. So that's why it is said we should first chant the holy name. When we chant the holy name, then naturally we will develop the desire to serve the Supreme Lord, means his form. That's why it is said, Naam Vigrah Swarup Teen Ek Roop, the holy name and the deity and the form of the Lord, all three are identical. There is no difference between all three. They are transcendental. That is the speciality. They are transcendental. The proper hearing of the name from the pure devotees make him eligible for the next stage of repeating it. Unless we hear, if there is no Shravan, then how it is possible to perform Kirtan, to sing? First we hear, then we sing, we repeat. Before it's not possible. So the essential thing is oral reception. So oral reception is very important. But for that we need to listen first. So that's why it is said first step is Shravan, and then comes Kirtan. Then comes repetition, then comes glorification. So that's why it is recommended to listen from the devotee. When we listen this holy name from the devotee, naturally we will have this desire to recite. Like in the beginning itself, we heard this about the incident of this prostitute who tried very hard to spoil the character of Srila Haridas Thakur. What she was doing, she just did pranams and sitting there, and now she is listening to the Mahamantra chanted by Haridas Thakur and reciting behind him. She is just reciting behind him, listening what he is chanting. By doing this, her life transformed. If we don't listen, to it, how it is possible that we will repeat it? Whatever we hear, whatever we listen, those impressions, they remain in our mind. So then they come out of it. Whatever we do that. So sometimes they come up in the form of a dream, and many of the times they come out externally, openly, outwardly. So the holy name, when it is being heard from the lips of a pure devotees, it is coming along with the potency. That's why what is happening, repetition of the holy name is happening. That's why repetition of the holy name is happening. Unless this, it's not possible to repeat the holy name. That's why it is said the person becomes qualified, the person becomes eligible, the person becomes qualified to repeat the name only when he hears the name from the pure devotees of the Lord. That's why I was emphasizing about listening the holy name, associating with the Vaishnavas without discriminating whether what they are. You develop sincerity in you, because you can't identify a pure devotee, because a pure devotee is not a kind of person who will come to you and he says, I am the pure devotee, you come and associate with me. We should be fortunate to identify a pure devotee. That is only possible when we can develop a kind of respect towards all the Vaishnavas. And slowly by their mercy, we will become qualified for the next stage of repeating it. The devotees favor you with the divine name. And now it is said, Kiva Vipra Kiva Nyasi Shudra Kenunai Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Hai. So what happens is, a true Guru is he who has experienced the Supreme Godhead and who is engaged exclusively in serving Him with his words, deeds and thoughts through mind, body and word, subordinating all other activities to these. So whatever all other activities are there, they all are being subordinated under this, that engagement in the service of the Supreme Lord. He is the true spiritual master, not everyone. So such a person not necessarily has to be born in a family of Brahmins. Kiva Vipra, he may be born in a family of Brahminical culture, and then he may be a person who is born in the family of Kshatriyas, warriors, or Vaishyas or Sudras, whoever they are. But he may be born in the family of Shudras, but Jai Krishna Tattva Veta, but the one who is the Tattva Veta. Tattva means reality, knower of the reality about Krishna, Sei Guru Hai. He is considered as the spiritual master. So a spiritual master should have this experience about Godhead, knowledge about Godhead, devotion about Godhead, realization about Godhead, about God. Have firm faith in the holy name. If a spiritual master doesn't have the faith in the holy name, what would he bestow his disciples? If a spiritual master is engaged in grabbing the people, in attracting the masses, then he will not be able to deliver the world. He will not be able to deliver the world. The job of the spiritual master is totally different. His job is not to grab people, his job is to deliver the people, deliver the disciples from the clutches of Maya, illusion. So that's why it is said, a true Guru, he is the one who has experienced. He should experience himself. What? Supreme Lord. He should experience himself, the Supreme God. How it is possible? Only by chanting the holy name. Through the mercy of the holy name, it is possible. So, such a kind of personality need not to be particularly born in a particular caste or creed or some other religion, whatsoever it is. And this Guru is the divine medium for the manifestation of the Supreme Lord in the form of a sound. So this spiritual master is the medium. Is the medium for what? For the manifestation of Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord manifests through the spiritual master. But how? In the form of the sound, means the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He appears in the form of the holy name. That's why it is said, you have to be submissive in the lotus feet of that personality, one who has realized the truth about the Supreme Lord. One who has the realization about the Supreme Lord. And one who has firm faith in the holy name. One who depends on the holy name. Such person is Guru. So we should respect all the Vaishnavas and listen to their Kirtans and Harikathas, everything. And among them, one whose Harikatha is inspiring us to the extent where we feel that we want to surrender to the Supreme Lord and take up the spiritual path and chant the holy name and benefit ourselves, then we should surrender to that personality and beg for initiation. Because Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, one who is Tattvaveta, means the knower of the truth about the Supreme Lord, say Guru Hai. Such person is the spiritual master. So we have to approach such a kind of personalities and surrender to their lotus feet. Then only our life will be benefited. So now what it is said, the holy name which comes out from the lips of these pure devotees, when we keep on repeatedly listening to it, then only what happens, we will also develop the desire to repeat the holy name. Repeating the holy name is the process. By repeating the holy name continuously, without any interruption, helps us to cleanse our consciousness, helps us to reach the Supreme Lord. And further it says, the Guru alone can impart the Divine Lord in the form of his name and none else. Only the spiritual master alone can impart It is the seed. It is the seed. The holy name is in the form of a seed. See, if there is no seed, nothing sprouts. We may have a fertile land, but if the seed is not there, then it is not going to sprout. And the holy name is the seed which sprouts. So what it is said, the seed is given, is imparted only by one personality, that is Sri Guru. That's why Sri Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he speak in his conversation with Sri Rupa Goswami, he says, Brahmand Brahmite konu bhagyavan jeev, Guru Krishna prasade pai bhakti lata bij. Wandering in all these different planetary systems, one fortunate soul finally receives the seed of devotion. Mali hoy sei bij kare aropan. Now it's our job to implant the seed in our heart. And in fact, Guru himself, being very merciful, what he does, he implants the holy name in the heart of his surrendered disciples. So we should have this submissiveness in the lotus feet of Sri Guru, by which the mercy of Sri Guru implants the seed in our heart. The seed is in the form of the holy name, which is not possible by any other person. Only Guru can do this. The holy name imparted by the genuine Guru, when repeated constantly, will lead us to realization of the true nature of the name. So the holy name, when it is repeated continuously, constantly, which was received by a genuine spiritual master, bestows us the realization about the true nature of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We shall discuss further tomorrow. Thank you very much. Jai Radhe Shyam.